left heavy. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like the Lord's working on my soul. It was a little, I knew it was a little bit loose the last couple times I've worn them. I only wear them on Sunday. But they were fine, and I literally, my first step out of the car this morning, they just, the sole opened up. Wow. So I really like these shoes. I have size 15. It's really hard to find size 15 shoes that you like, you know. So I'm going to have to keep those going. If you are new with us, we are in week 2 of this message series, When Pigs Fly. We're talking all things miracles for 4 weeks here. We're talking about a God that still does miracles today. And last week we talked about God's power over the forces of darkness. Next week might be my favorite of the 4 weeks. We're going to talk about a God who has the power to protect. God who has a power to protect. Week 4, we're going to be looking at a God who miraculously provides for his people. Today I want to talk about something that I believe has the potential to really build your faith. I want to talk about a God who does miracles of healing. Miracles of healing. Start off with a question for everyone today. How many of you believe that our God has the power to heal the sick? Yeah, that's good, right? That's a good sign. Believe it or not all people believe that. Not all Christians believe that we still serve a God who heals the sick. In fact, all throughout Scripture, Old and New Testament, they are filled with miracle after miracle. In the Gospel accounts alone, there are nearly 30 different miracles where Jesus is recorded healing people of sickness and disease, and it's implied that there were hundreds and hundreds more of miracles of healing. Jesus opened the eyes of the blind to see. He healed deaf ears. He made the lame to walk, and Jesus raised the dead back to life. One of my favorite miracles are recorded by Luke in the book of Acts, and there's the story where the apostles been preaching, and Luke says Paul went on and on and on into the night. And you can be honest, have you ever been bored by a sermon? That's somewhere else. He goes on and on and on for so long. This poor named Eutychus, he falls asleep in the middle of the sermon. The boy falls from the 3rd story roof and he dies. Now, I know I've put some people to sleep with my sermons. Mike's my favorite. He tells me he closes his eyes to focus better on what I say. I believe him. I might have put some people to sleep, but I have never killed anybody, to the best that I know. This poor boy, he falls out of the window and he dies. Thankfully, Paul goes down there. He throws himself on top of the boy, and he brings the boy back to life. Don't worry, I've got this. I've got this. He raises the boy from the dead. But the most controversial of all the miracles in the New Testament was when Jesus healed Peter's mother-in-law. It's when Jesus healed Peter's mother-in-law, which many scholars believe is why precisely Peter denied Jesus 3 times. You guys are supposed to laugh. That's a joke. Loosen up here. Okay. Preacher's joke, I guess. I believe believe in a God who has the power to heal, and I think all you do too. Jesus says something actually incredible in John chapter 14, verse 12. And this is what he said. He said, "Very truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these." What did Jesus do? He healed the sick. And I believe the same power that healed the sick when Jesus walked the earth heals the sick today. And God does this through the faithful prayers of you and I, his people. And you can clap if this excites you at any time as well. Our God definitely deserves some praise. We serve a God to whom all things are possible. We really do. A God who can do exceedingly and abundantly more than we could ever ask or think and even imagine. All according to his power. So boldly, church, I want to encourage you in the power of Christ to continue in your prayer for miraculous healing, for